Hi, everybody, and welcome to a special mini episode of offshoot episode of A Taste of RPGs. I went straight into my usual rigmarole and realized this is not correct. Not for this. So I'm here today with Tyler, and we are kicking off a week or so of our Dungeon Jam project, which is based off of something people used to do a long time ago before the pandemic. Groups used to get together and make up cool ideas of stuff to like put in a dungeon. And then at the end of that, you would get to go home with a little like zine booklet of all the ideas. And we're hoping to do that, but kind of, not in person, nebulously online. So welcome to our Dungeon Jam. Today we're going to kind of show you what Tyler and I made for the jam, and then hopefully that gives you all some ideas to get working with. And then we're taking submissions for the jam from February 10th to 25th. And if you want to know more about it, you can go to aadl.org/dungeon jam. And the other big thing to know is the theme, our inaugural theme.
Nailed it. It's perfect.
Thank you. Is a grizzly dungeon. So the only guiding principle you kind of have to follow when you're making your submission is that it's something for a dungeon and a bear has to be involved in some way.
And as you'll see, I took that pretty loosely. So be creative.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. It doesn't have to be a bear that you make. It could be holding a teddy bear. So I can go first. I made a magic item because I love dumb magic items. So I made the Blessed Cursed Bear Staff.
Oh my God. That is amazing. Wait, can I see it one time? I want to see it. Can I see it again?
You want to see his little face?
Yes.
Yes. I love his dumb little so much. So the staff takes effect when a living creature looks into the eyes of the bear.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
This. So then I made this table, and when you look into the bear's eyes, you roll on the table for the effects. So it's just a D6.
Cool.
D6. So the first one, if you roll a 1, you gain the physical characteristics of a bear. Fur, claws, cute fuzzy ears. If you roll a 2, you become as hungry as a bear, and your character has to eat 90 pounds of food per day until the curse is lifted.
Oh my God, incredible.
3, you fall into hibernation for a season, and the player may suffer starvation or death if not prepared for a long sleep.
Holy cow.
Or unless the curse is lifted. I didn't put that in. I hoped that was like implied that you could break the curse. 4, you gain the strength of a bear. So you multiply your strength rating, whatever that is, by 5, because that's roughly how much stronger a bear is than a human.
Than a person. Amazing.
Become as fast as a bear if you roll a 5. You multiply your speed by 2.5.
Bears are wildly fast.
Yes, they are. They can run
like
40 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think so.
So I looked it up. They were roughly 2.5 times faster than.
See, we're doing research for this.
I did. I was like, I feel like this shouldn't be totally arbitrary. And if you roll a 6, you become a bear and the staff breaks.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So that is the Blessed Cursed Bear Staff.
I like it because you could use it as obviously a buff. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, if you roll well, or a weapon. If your opponent rolls poorly, kind of, like,
that's why it's Blessed Cursed.
I know, that's so perfect. The many sides of bears.
I really love magic items that are really just vehicles of chaos. So.
Yeah, what? Really?
What did you make, Tyler?
Okay, so like I said, this is a little more I don't know, not quite a bear, but perhaps a water bear. So I don't know.
Wow, your drawing is so photorealistic.
Thank you. It's almost not a drawing. So this is just like a monster for a dungeon, obviously. So it is a gargantuan water bear, or a tardigrade as they're actually known. So these are real creatures if you don't know about them. They're microscopic. They are very hardy little creatures. So I think we're learning more about them, but they're so tiny. So this idea is that what if it were huge? So either I thought this could work for like a fantasy, obviously, type situation. There's a huge monster with tardigrade abilities, or even like a sci-fi or more realistic. It's like, oh, a tardigrade has been blown up to huge proportions. They are basically immune to, they live everywhere. They live like the bottom of icy cold lakes, so they're like immune to super cold. They live in like hot springs, so they're immune to very, very hot temperatures. They can live in space, so they can live in like a vacuum. So this guy is going to be immune to your fire attacks, your cold attacks. They would survive like radiation. So I'm thinking like magic, probably immune to magic too. So they're very tough to beat. And
it's a boss.
I think it's a boss. They have sharp claws too. I think normally little tardigrades wouldn't be super dangerous to people, but if they're huge, they could probably
just step on you.
Exactly. So I didn't necessarily figure out how you would get past it, but they do have I think that's up to the player. They can be dried out. That's kind of the way that they can live for a long time. So if they are dried out, then they kind of enter this like weird, I think it's called like a ton state, where they can live for like a super long time, and you just have to reintroduce water to them, and then they'll move around again. So if you dried out this monster, you could maybe just like move them over and get past them.
That could be like a whole mission too. You have to go like dry out your water bear and bring it back.
Yeah, that would be incredible. You're just kind of like pulling them along.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the rain corn. Jabba the Hutt's like rain corn in his like lower level. Like you have to go get a new monster. Someone's weird like death pit, so they said go get this water bear.
I don't think you would like to be a death pit monster, but I mean, I don't know his personality. Cool, you don't know.
Yeah.
This could be a mean one.
I mean, if Jabba the Hutt's employing you, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think he cares about what's best for the water bear.
I think that's true.
Cool. So, as you can see, wildly different ideas here. So,
a monster and a magic item.
Yeah, and like pretty different, even interpretation of bear, which is great. So, so we're really excited to see what other people come up with. And like I said, you can just go to aadl.org/dungeonjam for more information and for the submission form.